what's going on? So today's topic, we are going to be talking about healthy alternatives to snack foods, to breakfast, to everything kind of like in your regular day that you eat and snack on all the time. And these are things that, like, me personally, that I have found that are really great alternatives to eating certain snacks and foods and things that I like to eat all the time. So let's go ahead and get into it. For me personally, I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm just like, you know, I'm really young, and you know, in a couple years or so, I may want a family. I may want to start, you know, focusing, you know, so much on my career and things like. My thing is like, I don't want to go throughout my life and have never been in like top shape. Like I don't want to be like 35, 40 years old and saying, I have 2 kids now and I'm not, you know, my metabolism isn't kicking like it used to, and I can't even, you know, really keep up with my kids. I was never skinny and could wear a bikini nicely. Like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to say, like, at least for a month, at least for 2 months or whatever that may be, I was looking good. So first off, before I even start, I am nowhere near an expert on fitness, on nutrition, on anything like that. All I'm saying in this video are these are the things that I feel like have worked for me personally and have really like been awesome and just really good, great alternatives for me in my journey to trying to be healthier, trying to be more fit. Now, you know, everyone's New Year's resolution is to what? Get a beach body by spring break, or get healthy, or whatever it may be, whatever your goal is. And so a lot of times people don't stick to it. It's really hard to, because you try to like jolt yourself into this really intense, super like just extra routine of working out, and just you kind of shock yourself and the whole routine of everything of trying to be this new healthy person. And for me, I realized after years and years of trying to have the same resolution and never actually doing it, I realized that I needed to be, again, more realistic in my goal setting aspect of me trying to be more healthy. And so here I am taking my own advice and being more realistic with myself. So in that I have decided to just make alternatives and adds in small things, baby steps into my journey to being more healthy. So with breakfast, now me personally, I'm not a big breakfast person on a regular basis. Like, I love breakfast food, but do I eat breakfast every morning before I go to school or before I go to work? No, not at all. I'll barely eat anything probably until about 11 or 12 in the daytime, most of the days, even if I'm up and out the door by 8 o'clock. So that was one thing that I had to add into my, you know, just daily routine of living, was to eat breakfast or eat something in the morning. With that, I have also kind of changed what I was eating in the morning. Now, on campus, I'm usually literally on campus throughout the week. Either I'm at work because I work on campus, or I am in class. And so there's a place on campus that has like gourmet breakfast food. And I'm talking about really, really, really good breakfast food for super cheap. And I was literally eating like really big fluffy waffles, syrup, potatoes, everything, you know, multiple times a week. And I was just like really gaining weight from that. Like, it was getting ridiculous. So I was like, you know what? No more waffles. Like, I've decided that I'm not eating that kind of stuff anymore unless it's like my cheat day. And that's another thing that I've added into my life was, you know, I'm going to eat better and good throughout the week, and on the weekends, I know I'm going to be out and about. So those are my days where I can have a couple meals where I get to eat, you know, some ice cream or cake, or, you know, a burger or a pizza or something that's not necessarily healthy for me, but it's something that I want to eat at the time, and I'm giving myself that. You know, it's all about having moderation with a lot of different foods and being healthy and things like that. You know, you can eat things that you want to eat. There's nothing wrong with food. It's just the amount of food that you're intaking into your body on a regular basis of what kinds of food. So if you are eating out every day, French fries, chips, burgers, all kinds of stuff, that is not necessarily going to keep you healthy and moving, you know. And I do not drink coffee anymore in the morning. Y'all, I love coffee. I just love it. But I have given it up because I like really, really sugary, creamy coffee. Like a whole bunch of stuff in it. Frappuccinos, cappuccinos, lattes. Vanilla lattes are like my thing. Like I will drink a vanilla latte like almost every day. And so I had to stop that. And so what I've changed my alternative to that, because I'm not ready to let go of that kind of like routine yet. I've started drinking tea in the morning. And right now I'm actually drinking a yogi or yoga tea that's called the Skin Detox. Now, it doesn't taste super flavorful, honestly, but you know, you add a little bit of sugar there or honey on, you know, if you really want to be healthy, do tea and honey. That's what I usually do, but sometimes I don't have honey, so I'll do sugar still. Not too much sugar. The max I'll go is 3 packets, the max. But anyway, so drinking teas and things like that in the morning still gives me that warm sensation in the morning, kind of wake me up and things like that, especially when it's cold outside. But as well, it wakes you up a bit. It gets your mind going and things like that. So it kind of has the same effect as coffee. It's just not as potent with caffeine and things like that. Or at least I don't think so. So also with breakfast. Now, not only are these things gonna be healthy choices, but they are cheaper choices. And that's my #1 thing. I'm balling on a budget, so I have to make sure that what I'm doing is frugal and I'm being responsible, because me and money usually don't get along, but I'm trying to get better. Say every morning you have to have a coffee and a bagel. Well, coffee and a bagel is not necessarily the healthiest breakfast, right? So my alternative, you already know about my tea and honey, but as well, I have found this mix at Walmart and Target, either one, Fiber One. Now, Fiber One, after this video, would think that like Fiber One is like my holy grail. I'm like paid by them or something, because I really love their food that they have. And so they have a Fiber One apple cinnamon muffin mix. And I will pick one night out of the week and I'll make all these muffins. I'll put them in little Ziploc baggies, and literally throughout the week I'll take a couple or one each day for my breakfast. I'm usually at work around 8ish or so when I wake up, so I'll go to work and I'll heat my muffin up in my tea, and that's what I'll drink and eat for breakfast, and a piece of fruit. Or on my way to class, I'll eat a muffin on the way with my tea as well. So it's really quick, really easy to do, and it's cheap. The box of muffin mix gives you like 12 or 15 muffins, depending on, you know, what you do. And it lasts me for about a week and a half with all those muffins. So that's breakfast for that many days, and that's only if I'm eating those muffins every day. So it saves it, and it's about $2.50 for the box at, you know, at Target or whatever. So it's a lot cheaper than buying a muffin or a bagel each day, because that's gonna cost you, that plus the coffee is gonna cost you easily $5–6 a day. Not about that life anymore. So that has been my alternative. Also in the morning, if you don't eat bread and things like that in the morning, also instead of eating like yogurt parfaits and things like that, get Greek yogurts. You can get the little Greek yogurts that are like 80 calories from Target, Walmart, whatever. Those are my 2 top places for groceries, and you can get those and they're cheap and they're easy to like grab and go with, and it's better than buying something when you get to campus or when you get to work and you're paying $1 or $1.50 for a yogurt that isn't fat-free and all that kind of stuff, has a bunch of calories and things like that, but you're only paying like $2.50 for like 4 of them. So it lasts you a little bit longer and it's a better price point.
Hey, it's the best kept secret.
Now on to snacks. Now snacking, I'm a big snacker. I like just eat because I'm bored. And so, right, you know, that's not good, but again, I'm not going to shock myself into being somebody that I'm not. I know I'm gonna snack, so let me modify the snacks that I'm eating. So instead of eating like Pringles or chips or you know, fatty snacky foods, when it comes to saltiness, I'll eat chips and salsa. I'll get like whole grain or organic tortilla chips, and really chunky salsa, like salsa that has like a ton of like tomatoes and like different like little vegetables in it, and I'll eat that. And I think the salsa that I have is only 10 calories, and then tortilla chips are really low in calories as well. So you can actually get more food for the amount of calories than you would if I ate a bag of Lay's chips that doesn't even make you feel full after the fact and isn't even filled up to the top of the bag. Y'all know what I'm talking about, like that half pack of air that you get in there. Yeah, I'm not about that life. I'd rather eat and actually get food than, even if it's chips and salsa, something that's so, you know, easy and mundane as that. And again, like, it's not stuff that's like super like outrageously healthy. It's just alternative, a healthier alternative to something that is really, really common for like young people to eat. Also with the snacks, oh my gosh, Fiber One has these fudge brownies and these chocolate chips that are 90 calories per, you know, package. They are so good. If you are a chocolate person, or like you have to have like a chewy cookie or something like that, that's how I am. I love chocolate chip cookies. Sometimes I just get random cravings for them. I have to have it. They are so good. You can't even tell that it's like Fiber One, like low calorie kind of snack. It tastes like I don't know, like a Little Debbie like brownie or something. Like, it's crazy how good those things are. Try them out. Plus, again, they're only like $2.50 or so at Walmart and Target. You take one of those to school or throw a couple of them in your bag and just keep them on you, so like throughout the day you can like eat, and if you get like a little craving or something, instead of going and buying something or buying a candy bar or buying cookies or whatever that may be, you're saving money, but also having a healthier alternative. Drinks. Now, of course, water is going to be at the top of the list. I have X'd out a lot of my juices and a lot of my pretty much all soda. Water is really, really important. You're supposed to drink like so much water a day, but me personally, I don't drink enough water, but I drink as much as I possibly can. I always have a water bottle on me because I'm just like, I need to drink water. I'm not gonna buy juice. I'm not gonna do this, because actually juice is good for you when it's natural, but it does have a lot of sugars in it a lot of times, and so you want to watch your sugar intake when you are trying to be healthy and things like that. Also, an alternative to just drinking water, and if you are a juice person, it's kind of hard to get to that point where you're Xing juice out altogether for the most part. Do half and half, like water your juice down. Like if you want a glass of apple juice, do half apple juice, half water. And a lot of times you can't really tell that big of a difference. You can slightly, if you're one of those people that doesn't like watered down stuff, then I wouldn't recommend that. But me personally, I've never been like super picky about stuff being watered down or whatever. But and a lot of times I like the more like watered down version of stuff, because sometimes stuff is just too much for me. I don't know why, but yeah, so try that. Or 3/4 of water and then 2/3 of juice. You know, try to just get yourself kind of moving towards somewhere, you know, progressing. Take baby steps. You don't have to be like there, you know, right the next day, right now. Also, for sodas. Now, again, a lot of us love to drink sodas. I love soda, but one of my alternatives to soda is you can do sparkling water and juice. That's one. Or juice with no sugar added. Or you can do things like the Izzy's that are in the cans. Those are sparkling water in like orange or whatever juice concentrate or whatever. And that's basically what the sparkling water and juice is when you do it on your own. It's kind of just like pre-packaged already together. Or my favorite is the San Pellegrino little cans of juice, sparkling juice, whatever. The blood orange one is my favorite. But yeah, those are the same. It's the same thing, like juice and sparkling water versus soda with all the sugar and all that thing. But don't get me wrong, I don't drink those all the time. I only drink those when I want to give myself a treat throughout the week, maybe once or twice. I don't drink those every day or anything like that. I may drink one a week or two, maybe a week, maybe. So I try to keep it on a very minimum, but still giving myself chances to enjoy what I'm eating, enjoy what I'm drinking.